Okay guys, in the last video I talked briefly about my battery box and I wanted to show you why I'm not using it. Hold on. So, I put you on pause for a second and grab this. This is the old battery box. Now you can see here, it's got some holes, but it's designed to fit a water bottle holder. So I thought, man, that's convenient, I can use that. And I could have. I wouldn't have been able to run this. And this is where it would have sat. And if you look carefully and line up the holes, it sits here, which literally jams this right down into the frame, which means good luck accessing the charging port on the bottom. I could have relocated it to the top, but that was only one problem. The other problem was that it sits so far up in the frame and takes up so much room. I wouldn't have had any room up top, and I couldn't have fit a water bottle holder at all. That was unacceptable, and I changed my layout. Now, this is one of the reasons I wanted to cover this, because the parts you have and are able to find will determine your build. So you have to work with what you have. The whole point of this build is showing you how to build a good e-bike. And unlike all these other places that say that, I'm not building a kit that costs me 600, 700 bucks. I don't need a CNC machine. I don't need any of the complicated tools. All you really need, hell, you don't even need an electrical tester for this setup because I've designed it that way, guys. This is a setup built from scratch that is designed to be built from scratch at home with parts you can find in the garbage, guys. My motor came out of a drill. My trigger came out of a drill. All of these boxes came from two actually discarded e-bikes. One was a Daymak Eagle that supplied just this guy. The others came out of another bike, but it's irrelevant the type. For what we're doing, it won't matter. All you want is the empty box. So you strip out the electronics. I'm not going to go into the electronics layout in this video and what exactly it's for. This is just a quick look at the bike and exactly what it is that has made me swap out that setup. So one consideration was cooling. As cool as this box looks, it's very smooth sides. It doesn't actually have cooling fins. It's only got these two here. Whereas if you take a look at this, it's got a lot more cooling fins. Inside here, and running through these holes, there's a heatsink bar that screws in. So that's actually handy. It also gives you a convenient place to put ground wires. So this is going to be eminently useful for me. For one, this, like I said, gives me a heck of a lot more room inside the frame. It gets way better cooling, which in this case is important. In these, it's not. The switches gear that's going to be up here, there's going to be an amp meter here, an on-off switch. There's an on-off switch here and a voltmeter. The reason is this setup runs the generator. This setup will run my solar panel charging setup, which you don't actually need for the minimum installation. All you actually need is this box, guys. I'm going to show you how to build it. I'm going to teach you about the circuitry inside. I'm going to teach you how to build your own batteries from scratch, from discarded cells. It's cheap, literally free. I've got my motor mount. The only thing I don't have right now is the generator, guys. I've got all my wiring, all of it got for free. This is heavy gauge wiring, guys. It's household wiring of the type that is normally designed to take at least 120 volts and high amperage. This is perfect because this will be the power pickup and delivery lines. The solar panels and the generator will meet here, run up into the main throttle. That'll come across and back down in. That's the basics of it. So I want to talk a little bit about why you're going to want to build this. For one, typical e-bikes, in fact, every e-bike in the world, uses the battery as its primary source of power. This one doesn't. It actually uses a combination of solar power and generator power as its primary power source. Now, the generator only works when the wheels are spinning. So for the first few seconds off the line, when you're not pedaling, it uses the battery right away. If you pedal first, the wheel generator is making enough power along with the solar panels that you, as long as you're gentle on the throttle, will never ever need your battery. That means, unlike every other e-bike in the world, the battery is not the main power source. It's actually the backup, guys. Not only that, it has 3 power sources. The solar panels are not actually necessary. They are only installed in this one because I can flip a switch and have it boost my motor, and I can, on the other side of that, have it run down to a charging setup here. Now I have a computer controlled charging setup I'll show you guys later that you can build yourself at home at a readily available parts. This whole bike is designed so you don't have to spend any money. Keith out.